Assembly. Today we will start off with girls golf, and then we'll do volleyball, and then cross country, and then football. Before we get started, I want to thank everybody for being here. Congratulations, students, coaches, for such a successful fall season. It's been fun to watch and to be part of that. Thank you, coaches. You put in a countless amount of hours, sacrificing time from your own families to be with your school family and be able to do these activities. Parents, a big thank you. They're running kids around and providing meals for the teams, and the amount of time and effort it takes out to be parents of high school students, I know, and that's a big deal, and the parents have done a great job this year. The Booster Club, everything they've done for us, it's been amazing. Thank you to the students. Everywhere we go, I always get comments from other administrators, other coaches on sportsmanship and the level of play that we have, and that's so appreciated. There are times that I just can't get to activities because I have to be at one place or the other. And I very rarely feel like I can't go because of how students behave. And so I appreciate that, and you guys do a great job and keep that up. So without further ado, I am going to introduce Coach Harmon for girls golf.
Girls golf team up here, please. First of all, I would like to thank the parents of all of the ladies that you see on the stage right now. At our golf tournaments, they are open to spectators, and we had quite a few parents come this year to watch, so we are thankful for that. Also want to thank Clinton Moore. I'm not sure if he's watching the live stream, but Clinton works at our golf course in Osage City, and he was a huge help this year. He helped with our home tournament, made sure that the girls had range balls for practices, and just provided some overall general support for the season. I want to thank Mr. Kramer. We got an assistant coach this year, which is awesome, and I could not have asked for a better assistant than Mr. Kramer. He has coached the boys team for a while now, so he knew what he was doing. Definitely stepped up and filled a role that needed to be filled this year, so thank you. And also to Mr. Heward and the other administrators for the support that we received throughout the season. for her here. She was also a first-year golfer. Her biggest highlight is the amount of improvement that she had in her golf swing. It was tremendous. At first, her swing was really, really hard, but as the season progressed, she focused more on the mechanics and was able to connect and hit some really good shots. So she will get a participation certificate this year. Aurora Pritchard, another first-year golfer. Highlight for her was taking 8th place at the Silver Lake JV Invitational, and at that tournament, OCHS earned 2nd place as a whole team, and she will get a participation certificate. Emery Camarena, another first-year golfer. She, with Kenya, was the tournament champion at the JV Scramble at Village Greens. I would say that was probably the highlight of your season. So she will be receiving a provisional letter. Maddie Moore, also a first-year golfer. She took 3rd place in the Silver Lake JV Invitational. And again, at that tournament, they took 2nd place as a team, and she is going to letter. Lindsay Davenport, 2nd-year golfer. She shot her personal record on the back 9 of an 18-hole tournament, but she did this while she was fighting a stomach bug and motion sickness. So, props to her. She will be lettering. Riley Pettigene, another 2nd-year golfer. Poor Riley, she had to miss more than half of the tournaments. The cards just didn't fall in her favor this season. Her presence was definitely missed on the team. Her presence and leadership was. The highlight for her was the season opener this year was very, very tough, but she placed 13th individually, and that was her best score for the season, which was great, so she is going to letter. All right, Kenya Mejia Quartet, 2nd-year golfer. Tournament champion at the JV Scramble at Village Greens with Emery. She is going to letter. And Olivia Phillips. Olivia is a first-year golfer, and she had a heck of a season. She took 3rd place at regionals, and our regional tournament had close to 70 golfers in it, I think, and she was 3rd place out of everybody that was there. That regional round qualified her for state. She went to state and competed. They asked her to come back for the 2nd day because she did so well on the 1st day to compete in the final round, and for that she is going to letter this year. Hey, I have a couple of team awards that I would like to hand out. There were some things that were done, not necessarily on a golf course, that I wanted to highlight, some accomplishments. I have something called the Bombs Away Award. Okay, so this is being awarded to the golfer who has the best long game. Essentially, this person can get her driver out and hit the ball roughly 250 yards. Okay, this award goes to Olivia Phillips. Our next award is called the She's Puttable Award. I want to give Kenya credit for this because that's what Kenya would say when a ball would get close enough for her to use her putter. She would say, she's puttable. Okay? This award goes to the person who had the best short game this year. I saw a statistic once that said that 75% of the shots that are taken on a golf course are within 150 yards. So your short game is pretty important. This person you would want on your scramble team because she has finesse in her putts and chips and super accurate, and that person is Emma Teal. Next is the Leadership Award. This award is being given out to someone who is always positive, regardless of the weather or of her golf score, and was constantly encouraging her teammates, and that person is Maddie Bourne. And our last award is our Sportsmanship Award. This person respects the game and all of the competitors that are out there with her at all times. She represents our school well. I had on more than one occasion either a coach or a parent from another team approach me and tell me that this specific golfer for OCHS was incredibly kind, was very encouraging to all the other golfers in the group, and that person is Lindsay Davenport. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Best board on the team. Best board. Yeah, great.
If the volleyball girls can make their way up, that'd be great. I want to congratulate all of our fall athletes and coaches. After last year, I'm just super happy and grateful that we were able to have a much more normal fall season. And I think that's in thanks to our administration, our coaches, our athletes, so that we can stay committed to keeping our doors open for school and our gyms open for athletics. So, good work. It's important to me that I start with thank yous. I want to thank Mr. Hutton for his support and communication for our season. Mr. Heward is always super supportive of anything and everything that I do. He helps me stay organized, and he really does a great job communicating with me, so thank you for that. Dee is always driving our bus, getting us where we need to be. Alberta Tate is our official team line judge. That's a job that no one wants to do, and Alberta is excited to do it, so we're really grateful for her. Gary Lemon, he takes all of our amazing pictures that, I'll be honest with you, when high school is over, you'll really enjoy looking back on those memories that you have, so those are pretty special. I want to thank the students for coming to our games. I know that the girls, what sticks out for them, I'm sure, is the pink out night. Everybody came, we had a huge student section, the ball game was over, and then everybody transitioned over to the JV gym and cheered for the JV girls, and they don't always get that, so that was really nice to have. I also want to thank all of you for supporting our pink out night so that we're able to help someone local with their battle. I want to thank our parents for their support and communication. I want to thank all of the girls for contributing and being such a great part of our team. I had two great assistants this year. Coach Foxen, she's not able to be here right now, but she is always willing to do anything to help our team. She sees things that often Coach and I miss, and it's great. She's really good to offer her thoughts, her encouragement, and ideas for our program. She will do anything at all in order to help. She often kept our books throughout the season and was very dedicated to what we're doing every single day. I am so glad that I get to coach with her. So, there's Coach Wilcoxon. Coach Spicer, she is an amazing asset to our program and our school. She knows volleyball inside out, upside down. She has experience coaching as well as playing at a Division II level. Coach Spicer is an expert hitting and blocking coach, which is very clearly my weakness. She's taught our girls so many things this season that will help our program tremendously in the coming years. Having such a driven and dedicated coach leading our JV is going to help our program grow and improve. So thank you very much. I'm so proud of my assistant coaches. I feel fortunate that I get to work with the two of them. I appreciate your help, your patience, your grace, and your friendship throughout our season together. I'm excited to continue working together to build our program. I also think it's important that I thank our community. Obviously no one's here right now, but without our community, we would not be able to have our breast cancer night be as successful as it was, and we would not have been able to help out the Mccoy family like we were able to. So thank you for all of that. A little bit about our JV this year. Our JV had a really successful season. They completed our season with a 12-11 record, and they showed tremendous improvement from start to beginning. Being the JV coach is really hard. Being on the JV team is really hard because it's a constant revolving door. Very rarely we have the same group night after night or even day after day at practice. So it's always really good to see such good improvement with the JV team. So good job, JV girls. The varsity's accomplishments this season is they placed 4th at Alma, they placed 4th at West Franklin, they finished 4th in our league, and they finished 4th in the league tournament. So they're really, really consistent, and I look for that number to go, I guess, down next year. Got it? All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pass out our certificates. The first ones will be for the girls that get participation. So after every girl, you go ahead and give them 2 claps. Are you ready? Yes. All right. Kaylee Boner. Nice. Riley Moon. Lexi Boss. Taylor Erickson. Kiera Davidson. Avea Bridgeke. Alexa Sloop. Lily Mitchell. Emily Mullins. And the last one that's getting a participation award is Riley Farwell. Riley joined us. Good job, thank you. Riley joined us late in our season. She came to practice every day and did a great job as our manager. So I'm really grateful for you, Riley. Thank you. I got you. Paige Burke. She played varsity and JV and varsity and JV and back and forth all the time. She was super dependable. She improved a ton this year, and she earned a provisional letter. Claire Strom. Claire Strom. Thank you. She is, Claire this year started our season as a manager, and then she decided she wanted to play, so she started to play, and then she got hurt, and so she was back to being our manager again. So I'm excited to keep working with Claire. These girls earned their letter this year. That's Maddie Renfro. Callie Lane. Campbell Stark. Eden Punches. Greta Crawford. Caitlin Gimpine. Kaylin Burke. Jara Butterfield. And Liz DeBall. All right, just some special congratulations. Callie Lane and Campbell Stark were both selected to the second team All-League this year, so congratulations, you two girls. And Eden Punch has also earned second team honors for the second year in a row, so good job, Eden. All right, to our seniors. I am so grateful for your leadership, your hard work, and commitment to our program. You have all grown tremendously the last 4 years, and it has been my pleasure to be along the way for the ride. I wish all of you nothing but the very best in your future and in everything that you do. Please know that I am always here for you and cheering you on. Thank you very much.
At the request of some of my runners, I am not going to have them all come up here and stand. They told me that they feel awkward when they just come up and stand, and I continue to talk. So when I get to that portion, when I call their name, you guys can do the two clap. I also agree with Tyler Sage, the two clap, and then the extra claps afterwards. It's annoying. I don't think it's cool. So thanks, Tyler Sage, wherever you are. Oh, he's in the bathroom. Well, tell him. So two clap, and we'll move on. I always want to start out with the other sports as well. So I do want to say congratulations to Coach Gardner and the volleyball girls on their season. I always enjoy watching when I get to line judge. It's always fun. So congratulations to Coach Gantvine and the football team on another great season. I'm not sure what the final record was. 8-2, tremendous season. You guys were really fun to watch. Congratulations to Coach Harmon and the girls golf team. Special congratulations to Olivia for her state appearance. And if any of you were here over the weekend, I'm going to just give another congratulations to Mr. Stuckey and all of those kids that were in the play. That was pretty awesome. I enjoyed coming on Friday night or Saturday night. I don't have a life, I don't know what night it was, but it was really good, so either way. So congratulations to you guys and to everyone for their hard work this fall. So I'll go through a few thank yous. Alan Carlson for setting up and taking down our home course. Mr. Pearson, he's been our bus driver whenever he goes. He takes care of our sign-out sheet, which is a big help. I don't have to worry about parents and getting kids signed out. I want to thank Jim Lohmeyer. He drove the bus to our Omaha, Nebraska trip and let me meet him in laser tag. That was fun. I want to thank Jen Hoganson. She gets my subs and does certificates and all that kind of stuff. Mr. Heward for everything. There's too many things that I would have to thank Mr. Heward for, but and also Mr. Hutton and the school board for allowing me to kind of keep doing what I love to do. So there's a lot of people that go into getting sports and doing all those things. So if I forgot anybody, not on purpose, but everyone is appreciated, so I thank you for that. Our fans, although small but mighty, throughout the season I would see new faces this year at cross-country meets, and that was awesome to see. This year at Rimrock, I did see a parent who didn't even have a child there running, which was amazing, to take the trip to Florence just to come watch. So that was pretty cool. There were several students, parents, teachers, staff that were at our home meet at the golf course, and that was great to see as well. We always appreciate the support. And then to my left, I obviously want to thank Coach Watkins. I wasn't quite sure she was even going to be here, so I wrote this anticipating that she wasn't. So I said, I'm not sure I can say enough about Coach Watkins. From the minute she got the job, she jumped in with 2 feet. She took over the t-shirt orders, she took care of attendance, she took care of writing times down during workouts. all that stuff that I don't really want to do, and I want to do the things that I need to do. And most of you know, Coach Watkins had surgery a week and a half ago. It's not an ACL. I mean, she just had brain surgery. And so I remember the day that she got the phone call at practice, which I didn't even realize she got the phone call at practice until we were done with practice. As she finished practice, took times. She wasn't allowed to drive home that day. And so when I talked to her after practice, I obviously heard the news, and she was really worried about two things: calculus and cross country. And if that doesn't say a lot about Coach Watkins right there, about how much she loves what she does, her commitment to those things, I don't know what else would. I don't think I would have been worried about calculus and cross country when I got that kind of news. I don't really think I can tell you how much I appreciated you being my assistant coach this year. So a round of applause for Coach Watkins. I'd like to thank the parents of these athletes for all the things that they do. I appreciate seeing all the faces at meets, cheering all the kids on. We were able to do a lot of things this season. We appreciate the help with all the fundraisers. We did our team t-shirts again. We always love to do our froggy shaped ice. We did that a couple times. It afforded us some meals. And then also we took our trip to Omaha, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So I appreciate the parents and all that they do. And then most importantly, I want to thank the athletes. Cross country is not a glory sport. You show up, you run, and then you go home. And that's kind of what it is. And so I want to thank them for an incredible season and everything that they did, and I really appreciate all their efforts this year. So with that, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call you up here, and so you can just come up. You'll get your certificate and whatever else that you received this year from Coach Watkins. For those that, I'm going to start with freshmen and then sophomores, juniors, and seniors. So if you lettered, that means you are on the majority of our varsity meets this year. If you provisional, that would mean you are kind of on varsity, not on varsity. And then obviously if you letter next season, then you'll get both. And then if you didn't run on any varsity meets this year, then you will receive participation. So as I call your name, you can give them a 2-clap, and then they can come on up and receive their stuff. So freshman, lettering is Robert Jones. Robert! Lettering this year, Luke Kearns. Lettering this year, Luke Orander. Participation, Kirsten Dayhoff. Participation, Maya Renfro. Lettering this year as our hardworking manager, Harley Watkins. And then our last freshman, Sadie Shoemaker. She lettered this year. She was actually all league, and at this point right now, she is number 10 on the high school record board. Sophomores, lettering this year, Brian Davies. Lettering this year, Noah Lohmeyer. Lettering this year, Warren Lowry. Next up, Cole Pitts. He's got a provisional this year. Started out the season on varsity and then wound up with a significant hip injury. And actually, we didn't wind up getting him back until, I would guess, probably about league, somewhere in that point. So he will provisional this year. Josiah Smith. Josiah lettered this year. He was all league, and he is now number 6 on the high school record board. Lettering is Gracie Smith, and she was also all league this year. Next, Allie Sage. She lettered this year, and she was also all league. Next up is Georgia Kitchenman. Georgia's going to receive her provisional this year. Georgia was kind of our number 8 all season long, and we got down to the regional meet, and we always keep an extra. And I think she found out the night before that one of the athletes suffered a concussion, and the next morning it was, hey, you're getting ready to run. So she stepped in there and ran that regional meet for us. And the last sophomore, Sarah Budarakis. And this list will be really long. I got to do all the juniors. I'll do all the juniors at once. Lettering this year, Sadie Shoemaker. I also found out this idea, so any coaches want to do this. If you don't have them all up here at once, if you forget someone, no one will know. I just have to think about that. So, I think I got everybody so far, but right now I want to finish up with our seniors. And so I'm going to start here with Jackson Sage. Jackson, he's one of those kids that you love to coach. He shows up every day, he works his tail off. He started his cross-country career in high school running times near 32 minutes. And then he finished with his career best time of 23:21. So he had taken almost 9 minutes off of that time. So he would letter this year. Next up is Savannah Hammond. I'm not sure when it started, but I've called her Sakanoff for quite some time. She could probably tell you the meet that it happened at, but they always put your name on your bib, which is that number on your chest, and they obviously misspelled her name, and so I've called her Sakanoff for quite some time now, but it just kind of stuck. So Savannah's been a tremendous worker. She had the highest attendance this summer, and she put in over 120 miles during that time. She was all league last year. She was a part of our 2020 league championship team, and she was a 3-time letter winner. Next up is Milo Little. There's always something that you never forget about someone, and I won't go into the story, but we'll just remember the spaghetti dinner. She's not probably listening, or she wants to ignore it. But Mila's career hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows, as she's dealt with some issues for a couple of years. She started her career running about 33 minutes. She was one of those that her first year she stepped in, I don't think she quite knew really how good she could be. She's dealt with the health issues, and she's definitely come out on top of that. Mila lettered this year. She was all league. She's been a 3-time All-Flint Hills League runner. She was a part of the 2020 league championship team. She's a 3-time letter winner. And right now she finishes her career number 9 on the high school record board. And then, last but not least, I call her Hannah J. I don't know if I can call her anything else. I think when I do, it sounds weird, so she will always be Hannah J. She's also battled some things. I've had to pick her up on some long runs out of some ditches, and on several times. I think there were so many times where we sent out on a long run, I just thought, man, I don't want my phone to ring, because then I'm jumping in the truck and picking her up. And there were some times where honestly I didn't think I was going to keep her out because of it. So I was obviously really pleased. She triumphed over all of her adversities to have a very great career. She lettered this year. She was all-league this year. She's lettered all 4 years. She's been a 2-time all-league runner. Last year she would have probably been all-league but didn't get to participate due to some COVID issues. She has been a 1-time state qualifier, and at this time right now she will finish her career here number 7 on the high school record board. I want to let all the seniors know how much I appreciate your commitment to this program. I hope that through the years that you've been on this team, you've been able to make some memories to take with you. I know that I've got a lot of them to take with me. Just a few quick highlights this year. We did have 6 all-league athletes, as you've heard as we announced them. We had 2 new people get on the record board, which was Sadie and Josiah. And then we also had Milo Little, who bettered her time already on the record board. The girls were league runner-ups this year, and which was a tremendous feat because the teams we beat, Mission Valley, they were at state. Chase County, they were at state. Central Heights, I believe, got 4th in 2A state. And the only team that beat us was West Franklin, and they honestly were state runner-ups this year in 3A. So to be league runner-up was quite the accomplishment. So I want to thank these athletes one more time for all their hard work and dedication that they showed this year. And it truly was an amazing season. So thank you. And Coach Gantline, it's all you.
Guys, I have 1 pin left over if I was supposed to give you a pin and messed up.
I tell you, I'm frustrated. I've never seen Mr. Garrett have to work so hard to try to get people to simply just be quiet and be respectful as coaches come up here and, you know, share some thoughts on their seasons, of which all the coaches, all the players, put tons and tons of time into. Tomorrow at 7:30, we're going to have a discipline meeting as a high school staff to address issues that we are struggling with. I mean, I'm sitting right back there, right behind Mr. Crawford, and Mr. Bellinger's got the mic right here, and there are times I can't hardly hear him because there are pockets of people here and here and here, some of which are football players, which was really upsetting to me. And I want this to be a positive thing, but golly, people, you've got to learn a little bit of self-control. I understand that some of this might not matter to you, but you can at least do the courtesy
being respectful to the people that are talking and the people who put in the time. Our high school's in a crisis right now. It's sad. Sorry, I'll step off my soapbox. Football. Despite graduating the winningest class in school history last May, we entered the season with high expectations, or at least those of us within the program did. We knew that we were bringing back a good mix of experience and of guys that were ready for increased opportunities. Our team proved us right early on. We beat 1A quarterfinalist Landon 41-0 in week 1, and then we reeled off 4 more dominant victories to start the season. We climbed, depending on which poll you looked at, to number 2 or 3 in the state, which I think is a program high for us. And I know that polls and rankings and stuff don't matter, but at the same time, when you haven't been there before, that's something that you can take some pride in. So I hope our players do that. We did stumble against Wellsville on homecoming. Wellsville was a 10-1 team. They're a fantastic team, but we did rebound and we finished 2nd in our district. Beat a solid Humboldt team on the road, 42-30. To clinch that 2nd place seed and a home round, first round playoff game against Southeast Cherokee. Against Southeast, we beat them 47-2. It was a chilly, windy, rainy mess of a game. For those of you that were a part of that, I think our players will remember that game for a long time due to the weather conditions. That matched us up with Riverton in the regional. We left town confident on our long road trip. It would result in a 2nd straight regional championship, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. They're a good team. They finished 8-3. I think that they are a team that we beat 9 out of 10 times. I really do. But that night was their night. I'm a KU football fan. We just upset Texas in overtime. Texas has 40-some 4-star recruits. KU has 1. Upsets happen sometimes. And so, credit to Riverton. And they ended our season at 8-2. Did you know that happened, Coach Book? Horns down. I think that it's a sign of the progress that this program has made, and that we can look at an 8-2 season and we can feel good about it, but at the same time we can feel a little bit of disappointment about it. In 2009 is when I started as head coach. Coach Tice was a senior that year. And we went 7-4 that year and lost pretty soundly in the regional game, and yet I feel like most people were pretty overjoyed at that particular time. And this year, we're more disappointed because our program's expectations have risen, and the guys on our team have played a part in that over the years. And I feel like that's something that they should be proud of, because that's not something that happens overnight. That takes years and years. It takes a lot of hard work. And so it's a testament to them that has happened, and we're going to continue to work and continue to try to climb within our program. I mentioned earlier the 2021 class was the winningest class in school history. Our 2022 class, our current seniors, they are 2nd in number of wins by 1 game. And they are actually 1st. This is something I discovered today, seniors. You're actually 1st overall winning percentage in school history. You won 75% of your games, 30 out of 40, so give them a hand. They also have some more accomplishments that I would like to highlight, and of course they will be the first to tell you that their teammates played a part in all of these accomplishments as well. Our 2021 team this year averaged 43.4 points per game. That, by my research, is a school record. Counting this season, there are 6 seasons in our school history with 8 wins or more, and our senior class was a part of 3 of those 6. I think that's a pretty incredible stat. They were a part of 2 41-0 wins against Landon their freshman year and their senior year. They won a league championship and a district championship. There's only been 4 league championships and 4 district championships in our school's history. They made the final 8, the sectional round last season, and that's only happened 3 times in school history. And over their 4-year career, they won 4 playoff games. I talked about 2009. Prior to 2009, we had 1 playoff win in school history. So some great accomplishments for our senior class over the years of their career. And again, many, many teammates that were part of that as well. We have enjoyed working with our seniors. We wish them all the best, and we are thankful for their many, many contributions to our program. We are excited for our future. We have strong numbers in our younger classes, our incoming freshmen, some current 8th graders, our current freshmen, current sophomores. Our juniors have nice numbers as well, good mix of talent, work ethic, and experience. I feel like our future is still very bright, and we'll keep on climbing in 2022. All district teams, they did away with all league teams in football a couple of years ago just because the schedule's kind of messed up. You don't play very many of the league schools. Last year we did an all-district team. To this point, there is no all-district team yet. I've been in touch with a couple of coaches trying to get that set up, but nothing has happened at this point, so I don't have all-district team to announce today. But I do want to highlight some statistical leaders on our team. Landon Boss, a quarterback, led the team in passing with 1,378 yards. That was number 5 overall in Class 2A according to Max Preps. His 16 touchdown passes also led the team and was also number 5 in 2A. I would also like to note, I think as impressive as the fact that he had 0 interceptions this year on 125 pass attempts. In all classes, that's 8-man all the way to 6A, there were 93 quarterbacks that attempted over 100 passes this season, and Landon was only one of 2 that had 0 interceptions. Let's give Landon a hand. Senior Brody Littrell led the team in rushing this year. He had 666 yards. Landon Boss was second at 635, and sophomore Cooper Parsons was third at 219. Landon Boss led the team in rushing touchdowns at 15, Brody was second at 14, and Cooper was third at 5. Garrett Feger led the team in receiving yards at 686. That's the most that anyone has had since I've been here, probably one of the best statistical seasons I would expect in school history, and it ended up being number 2 overall in Class 2A this year. Jace Brenner was second on the team in 387, and Tyler Sage was third at 297. Garrett Feger also led the team in receiving touchdowns with 11. That was number 1 in Class 2A. Give him a hand. Caden Kirkpatrick was second at 3, and Tyler Sage and Jace Brenner tied for third with 2. Landon Boss led the team in total yards with 2,013. That was number 4 in Class 2A. Garrett Feger was second at 840 yards. Brody Litchell was third at 727. All these guys' names that I shared would tell you that these offensive statistics wouldn't be possible without our offensive line. Obviously, those guys, they don't post statistics, but they're a critical part of our offense. The starters for this group were center Mason Gibson, guards Riley Patterson, Dalton Rush, and at the end of the season, Chase Williams, and tackles Trent Green and Tanner Schaefer. Let's give our offensive line a hand. Defensive statistics, Cooper Parsons led the team in tackles with 86. Garrett Feger was second at 75, Brody Litchell third at 72. Landon Boss led in tackles for loss at 10.5. Brody Litchell second at 10. Caden Kirkpatrick was third at 9. Cooper Parsons, Landon Boss, Caden Kirkpatrick, Riley Patterson, and Tanner Schaefer all had 1 sack, and that tied for the team lead. Garrett Feger and Landon Boss tied for the interception lead with 3. Jace Brenner and Brecken Bowen tied at second with 2. And Cooper Parsons, Ryan Farwell, and Hawk Shop Tees tied for third at 1. Brody Litchell led the team in forced fumbles with 4. He and Cooper Parsons tied for fumble recoveries at 3. And then finally on special teams, Garrett Feger averaged 38 yards a punt, which was 5th at 2A. And Josiah Smith was 45 of 51 on PAT in his first year playing football as a kicker, and his 45 makes were third in Class 2A. So good job, Josiah. Now we're going to go through the team members. We do have a large team, so it will take a little bit of time. I would like our managers and our freshmen to come forward, please. Managers and freshmen, come on up. Okay, first off, our managers this year, we had a good group of managers. You know, they were very reliable, showed up to practice almost every single day. Several of them helped out with filming duties and whatnot as well. Not a whole lot of glory that goes into being a manager, but no team can function without a good manager or good managers, so we appreciate everything that they did. First manager is freshman Conlon Williams. Conlon earned a letter. Next manager, freshman Hayden Kearns, letter. And lastly, sophomore Logan Portner was a letter winner, and he also earned our Classroom Excellence Award for a 3.0 GPA or above. Good job, Logan. My daughter Tabor's not here, but she helps out. She's our end zone filmer and a mascot or something. I don't know. Strategist, yeah. All right, our freshman, Ryan Farwell, number 6, provisional letter winner. Hawk Shopkeys, number 14, provisional letter winner. Tyson Gregg, number 25, team participant. Logan McKinney, number 28, team participant. Britton Bird, number 32, was a provisional letter winner. Logan White, number 34, provisional letter winner. Dryston Long, number 40, was a team participant. Dayton Meek, number 45, provisional letter, and he earned the Exemplary Attendance Award. That means he was over 90% in the summer, and he had 1 miss or less during the fall. Isaac McCoy, number 55, team participant. I think Isaac might be winning the keeping the freshman haircut the longest battle. Hawk still have it too? My bad. Drew does not, it just looks like it. Greg Fish, number 56, team participant. Drew Jackson, number 58, provisional letter and exemplary attendance award. Mismatched today, Drew Jackson. Aiden Staley, number 62, team participant. Caden Jackson, number 68, provisional letter winner, exemplary attendance award. Tim Allen Estes, number 73, team participant. Noah Carlson, number 77, team participant. Noel Martinez, number 78, was a letter winner and had the exemplary attendance award. Round of applause, please, for the freshmen and the manager. Sophomores and juniors, come on up. Sophomores. First off, we have number 3, Cooper Parsons. Cooper was a letter winner. He won the Classroom Excellence Award and the Exemplary Attendance Award. Cooper had a good year as a sophomore. Played multiple positions on offense, and as I said, was our leading tackler on defense. So, bright future for Cooper. Good work. Cooper Stokes, number 7, provisional letter winner. We love Cooper. Cooper's very Consistent, good scout team player for us. He continues in the weight room. He's got a bright future. Provisional letter winner, Cooper Stokes. Jaden Boyer, number 9, he earned a provisional letter winner, or excuse me, earned a provisional letter and won the Classroom Excellence Award. Another kid that is very good on our scout team and our junior varsity, and looking for him to maybe step in and play some outside backer next year. What do you think? Jaden Boyer. Josiah Smith, number 15. He was a letter winner, won the Classroom Excellence Award. As I said earlier, did a great job coming out this year, first year as a kicker, and looking for bigger and brighter things for him in the future. Good job, Josiah. Jess Reese, number 23, was a letter winner. Battled through some injury, and was a very impactful player, particularly at the JV level. Colby Hokinson, number 26. Colby was a letter winner and earned the Classroom Excellence Award. Colby, too, battled through some injury, but found his way on to the kickoff return at the end of the season and earned a letter for it. Calvin Noonan, number 31. Calvin was a team participant, also earned the Classroom Excellence Award. Calvin battled through a bit of a knee issue. Hopefully he'll be healthy for wrestling, but we were happy to have him out this year. Calvin. Logan Federer, number 54. Logan was a letter winner. He earned the Classroom Excellence Award and the Exemplary Attendance Award, and a massive amount of growth and improvement for Logan from freshman to sophomore year at center position, defensive line. Good job, Logan. Carlos Hassell Vargas, 63. He is the cutest kid on our team. I mean, you can't debate that. I don't even want to hear an argument. He is a provisional letter winner. Good job, Carlos. Big job. Bowen Rumble, number 65. Bowen was a team participant. Second year in a row that Bowen's had to deal with some injuries and some obstacles and whatnot, but I think if we ever get Bowen for a full season healthy, he's going to have a good season. So we appreciate him continuing to grind, and still a bright future for you, bud. Chase Williams, number 66. Chase was a letter winner and earned the Classroom Excellence Award. As I said, you know, he was a kid that stepped in there at the end of the season when an injury presented an opportunity and did a nice job on the offensive line for us. Also played some defensive line at the varsity level, so good job, Chase. That is our sophomore class. Now we have our juniors. First junior is number 4, Keaton Curley. He got a provisional letter and has a popular nickname. Good job, Keaton. Landon Boss, number 10. Landon was a letter winner, earned a Classroom Excellence Award, Exemplary Attendance Award, and a team captain. Had a fantastic junior year. Good job, Landon. Brecken Bowen, number 11. Brecken was a letter winner and a Classroom Excellence Award winner, and really stepped into a larger role for us on defense this year. Also played some varsity offense. Had to battle through an injury there towards the end of the season, but came back and had a good junior season. Good job, Brecken. Caden Kirkpatrick, number 13. Caden was a letter winner, Classroom Excellence Award winner, and also exemplary attendance. And Caden was an impact player on the defensive line for us this year, and also played the wide position. Had a really good game in that regional game against Riverton. So good job, Caden. Weston Dunbar, number 19. Weston was a letter winner and also earned a Classroom Excellence Award. Weston, got an opportunity at the end of the season due to injury and stepped up, did a great job at corner. Really stepped up and seized his opportunity and a bright senior year ahead of him, I think. So good job, Weston. Dalton Rush, number 53. Dalton was a letter winner, earned the Classroom Excellence Award and the Exemplary Attendance Award. We're glad to have Dalton back out this year. He played on the offensive and defensive line. Very smart player, understands our scheme, and had a good junior year, and looking forward to a good senior year for him too. Mason Gibson, number 60. Mason was a letter winner, Classroom Excellence Award. Mason plays the center position for us, like I said earlier. That's not an easy position to play for a shotgun team, but despite the weather conditions for our first round playoff game and our regional game, he's consistent with his snaps and had a great junior season. Good job, Mason. And number 75, Austin Creetaw. Austin was a letter winner and earned the Classroom Excellence Award. And Austin, kind of like a couple other guys we've talked about, showed a lot of improvement from his sophomore to junior year, earned some varsity time on the defensive line, and I think he has an opportunity to play on both sides of the ball next year. So good job, Austin. That is our sophomore and junior class. Give them a hand, please. Seniors, spoke earlier about this group and its accomplishments. Many of these guys were asked to come in and be varsity starters as sophomores on a 5-4 team, and it was a really difficult ask. You're not typically physically ready to play varsity football as a sophomore, but they got in there and battled and helped us to a winning record that year, despite having a small senior class. And they've just continued to get better and better. Like I said, very accomplished career as a group, very accomplished individual careers for them, and we're certainly going to miss them next year. We wish them well on the rest of their senior year and their different activities and whatnot, and we appreciate all of their contributions for our program. First off, number 1, Garrett Feger. Garrett was a letter winner. He's a 4-year player, Classroom Excellence Award, Exemplary Attendance Award, and team captain, Garrett Feger. Landon, I think I forgot to mention you were team captain. Sorry. Did I? Okay. I'm getting kind of old. Remember things too well. Tyler Sage, number 5. Tyler Sage is a letter winner, 4-year player, Classroom Excellence Award, Exemplary Attendance Award. One of those kids that's been a 3-year starter, had an outstanding career. Tyler Sage. Jace Brenner, number 8. Jace was a letter winner, 4-year player, Classroom Excellence Award, Exemplary Attendance Award, team captain, one of the hardest working and most dedicated kids that we've had come through, despite having to battle through a variety of injuries and whatnot, was always there, always a kid that we could count on. So we appreciate Jace. Brody Littrell, number 16. I really feel like if Brody would have just lifted a little bit, he maybe could have done something with his football career. No, I'm just kidding. Fantastic in the weight room and on the football field. Letter winner, 4-year player, Classroom Excellence Award, Exemplary Attendance Award, team captain, Brody Littrell. Brian Bailey, number 20. Brian was a letter winner, 4-year player, Classroom Excellence Award, mainstay on our defense for the last few years, and also made some contributions on our offense this year. And another fine career. Alex Boner, number 21. Alex Boner is a letter winner, a 4-year team member, and Classroom Excellence Award. Alex had to battle through an injury last year, kept him from playing, but he still was a member of our team. This year came back, contributed on special teams, got out there a little bit on offense and defense as well. We appreciate everything Alex has done. Riley Patterson, number 50. Riley's a letter winner, a four-year player, Classroom Excellence Award, and Exemplary Attendance Award. Riley has been playing on the offensive line since his sophomore year as a starter. And, you know, Riley was one of those kids that this year, you know, he's a guard, but if we needed someone to move the tackle and whatnot, Riley could handle that. And tremendous growth as a player for him on both sides of the football. Good career. Thank you, Riley. David Hassell Vargas, number 52. David was a letter winner this year. We got Dave last year. Wish we could have had him as a sophomore as well, but we appreciated him playing for a couple of years in our program. And each time we gave Dave an opportunity, he did good things on the field. So congratulations, David. Trent Green, number 64. Trent was a letter winner, a four-year player, and winner of the Classroom Excellence Award. He was one of those when I talked earlier about, you know, getting the opportunity. We knew that we had people that were ready for increased opportunities. That was Trent Green. He had some awful good linemen in front of him, but he seized the opportunity this year and did great things. So congratulations, Trent. Tanner Schaefer, number 70. Tanner was a letter winner, a four-year player, earned the Classroom Excellence Award. Tanner was a starter on our defensive line last year, which maybe was one of the best defensive lines we've ever had. So that, you know, is a testament to how good Tanner is. And this year he took his game up to another level. And we knew, you know, when we did the Jamboree, and he's out there making plays against Olpe, who's still playing in 1A right now, that Tanner was going to have a good season, and indeed he did. So congratulations to Tanner on a great senior year and a good career. One more hand, please, for our seniors. I'd like to close by congratulating the other fall sports teams on their seasons. Lots of successes all around. As Mr. Bellinger said, I echo it 100%. Congratulations to all the people that were involved in the play. I know that's a ton of time, and you all did a wonderful job. I still have a song or two stuck in my head from that. I've been complaining to the yearbook class about that. So, also want to give some thank yous real quick. I want to thank the school board and administration for the opportunity to coach the team and for their continued support in everything that we do. Thank Jennifer Hokinson for all that she does as a secretary. Liz Tice, Travis Blue, Scott Brenner, Wayne Wishrup, our football parents, donors, and everyone else that's involved with our fundraiser barbecue and work auction. I want to thank Gary Lohman and Flinda Long for their pictures and bringing positive recognition to our kids and capturing those memories. Dan Feger for his work on the game field. Alan Carlson for everything that he does. I text him all the time. I just texted him today for something, for helping the weight room, so we appreciate Alan. The band, the color guard, cheer and dance for bringing spirit to the games. Those that work at the press box and on the chain gang. Andy Lohmeyer, Wayne Rush, Tyler Parsons, Mike Feger, and Chris Mullins for helping with the stats and the tech side of things. And of course our fans for all their spirit that they provide and the support that they bring. I want to thank all the coaches involved in the football program, our flag football and youth tackle coaches, Coach Smith and the middle school staff. Coach Smith also helps out on Friday nights. I want to thank Coach Boss for his work in the press box. He comes to meetings with us, shows up to practice once or twice a week, and also helps out in the weight room. Appreciate all that he does. My assistant coaches, Coach Patterson, Coach Foot, Coach Tice, the three of them do a fantastic job. They spend a massive amount of time for our program, both in season and out of season. I have an outstanding staff, and that's one of the reasons why that we've been able to have the success that we have. So please give them a hand. I want to thank the families of the coaches and my own family. Football is a very time-consuming sport, and we appreciate you letting us do what we love to do and supporting us while we do so. I want to thank our football parents. We appreciate everything that they do. Special thanks to Chandra Dunbar, who prepped our meals again this year. Jason and Mandy Gibson hosted a team meal, or organized a team meal for us on a Thursday night. Jeremy and Jenny Littrell hosted a meal for the coaches and the seniors, and I know the other senior parents were involved with that as well, so we really appreciate that. And last but not least, I want to thank our football team members. I know I can speak for all the coaches when I say we enjoy the heck out of working with you. We ask a lot out of you because we care about you. We want you to develop both on and off the field. And we don't want you to have any regrets. Thank you for your time, hard work, dedication, and continued commitment. It's an honor to coach you and to lead this football program. So thank you once again. And you are dismissed. Have a